right? Like just super aggressive, massive amounts of proxies, even doing a proxy 1-1-1, which was crazy. So yeah, Maru really thinks that this is the answer to the matchup at this point in time, it seems like.
All right, Barracks is finishing up now. We are going to have a Marine first coming out of this one, and MaxPax does not want to test it, does not want to go into the main base ramp, and of course, seeing only one supply depot, you're thinking as MaxPax, this is likely a fast expansion build. And similarly to before, we have no orbital here in the main base, so this is going to hide the timing here for MaxPax. He sees the command center getting thrown down in the natural expansion just at the right time, and so we're going to have a tech lab actually being built here by Maru, so likely to be concussive shell Marauders plus reactored Marines here in the main base too.
Yeah, this is some dirty stuff coming out from Maru. Very tricksy, of course, going for that, not making the orbital in the main, like you mentioned, is the way that he's actually able to make all of this, because you might be looking at this and just wondering, like, how does he have the money to proxy a barracks and go for that CC at the standard timing anyways? So he cuts out that very critical building that is almost, you just don't even think about it. Like, it's like, yeah, there's an orbital in the main base. Of course there's going to be that, but won't be going for that. Goes for that fake forward command center, which will eventually then just be a natural anyway, so it's not even like he's going to cancel it or anything. MaxPax going for a proxied gateway as well, though, is very interesting. I'm not quite sure how this is going to interact, because it feels like MaxPax is going to be sending his units very aggressively across the map here, whereas Maru, he could easily hit a timing where a lot of these adepts are across the map, and then there's just Marauders in MaxPax's natural.
Yeah, so MaxPax is going to try and get something done with the initial 2 adepts, and then follow it up with potentially more adept weapons on Maru's side of the map, but he does not know that MaxPax is actually, or Maru is actually moving out right now with 2 Marauders already, and they're targeting the pylon that's powering one of the 3 gateways that MaxPax will soon have online. Warp Gate is not yet done, so MaxPax is now chrono boosting out a Stalker to try and deal with this. Oh, the Adept gets caught. Of course, it will be able to shade away before it goes down, but it's going to take a ton of damage.
He's trying to YOLO onto the SCV and did actually get it along with the probes, so was able to deny that at least, but this is still so much bio coming out of Maru so quickly. No shield battery at all to defend as well, so that means these probes are just going to get absolutely destroyed. A single Marauder not even getting killed off just yet. This is, if he just wins right now, this is going to be like a perfect game essentially out of Maru. There's still a couple more Warpins coming in from MaxPax though, so we'll be able to deny at least a couple of these units, but he's losing so much in the process.
Yeah, with a probe pull, MaxPax should be able to stabilize. Keep in mind, he still does have 2 gateways online because of the proxy gateway near Maru's side of the map, and you have to think he's going to be using this as kind of a staging ground to push into the natural expansion of Maru in just a moment. That is proxied Marauders, which means that half of Maru's military production is on MaxPax's side of the map, and we already see on the minimap a couple of units getting warped in. He wants to prevent Maru from getting any kind of defensive foothold here in the natural expansion. There is just a reactor barracks at the top of the ramp. If MaxPax can shut down this bunker from getting up, he can do big counterattack damage.
Yeah, this is really interesting. I'm sure Maru was not expecting to see a couple of units already in his natural when he was just defending against or attacking a bunch of them on the other side. So now this is kind of a chaos situation for Maru, as even the bunker or the supply depot is down, so that means the Adept is going to be able to get in. You can easily walk the Stalkers up as well. SCV's forced to come off the line to be able to defend. I feel like we're seeing the exact same thing, but on the opposite side of the map now.
Oh, the
as
MaxPax
is just killing everything. Maru not anticipating this proxied gateway, and it's falling flat on his face.
Oh, the focus fire now on the Marines here from MaxPax, as he is just going to be taking all the damage coming in from the SCVs. Now cutting back into the mineral line, continuing to build workers. He is almost double the worker count right now of Maru, and there really isn't an answer for this. Maru's going to use the Marauders on the other side of the map wisely to try and create an economic problem here for MaxPax in the natural expansion and tax the multitasking here of MaxPax, but I think this damage is just a little bit too much.
Yeah, this is crazy. Just the amount of knowledge that MaxPax seems to have in this early game matchup. He's just navigating each of these situations so well to just come out on top, even though these builds are quite strange, and frankly, this other one, especially this game, just not scouted. Just no information whatsoever that this was even happening, and he just is able to navigate it perfectly with a great defense, and then just knowing exactly what he can do with that gateway that he already set up. Just go right for the counterattack and just end it before Maru can stabilize.
I mean, that was beautifully done there by MaxPax. Maru just not able to get enough damage done with the